Things are changing. You are changing. Your relationship between you and the rest of the world is changing. Hi, my name's Dee and welcome to Untitled Tarot. Welcome back if you've been here before, and hello to any new visitors to the channel. Now, I did do readings for Mars transits Capricorn, which initially was going to be Mars ingress Capricorn, but hey ho, you know, time passes, events happened. So I'm vaguely on time with Saturn ingressing Aquarius. Now, Saturn is only making a brief-ish visit into Aquarius before it goes retrograde and returns back to all this wonderful Capricorn energy that we've all been experiencing, and then moves forward again towards Aquarius at the end of the year, I believe. But I thought it might be useful to look at the energies that Saturn brings with its brief visit into Aquarius. To quote, I think it was horoscope.com or something, grounded Saturn helps unconventional Aries get its act together. So Saturn is the ancient ruler of Aquarius. So Saturn, that's now Uranus, which as we all know is in Taurus at the moment with Venus. But Saturn is at least at home in Aquarius, and all of a sudden it should be that time is turning on our side to help us bring the more unconventional into our lives, or bring the more unconventional into being. At least that's the ideal hope from this incredibly amateur and not at all an astrologer. So that's what I'm looking at. My notes. That's what I'm looking at, is the energies that Saturn's brief visit to Aquarius are bringing and how best we can use them. So any details about the reading is in the description below. There's a link there for your free birth chart as well, because with these sort of readings you want to watch your sun sign, your moon sign and your rising sign, especially the rising sign, because in ancient astrology that was the most important one. All the other details are down below. This is a general reading, so I suppose general reading rules apply, but it's more of an oracle card based reading than a standard tarot reading spread anyway. So there isn't exactly a past and a present. We're looking at what energies are coming in and how best to deal with them. And on that note, let me bring up the cards. Okay, Aquarius, and welcome Aquarius Rising and other placements, if you've joined us from the timestamp below. Now, obviously, if you are Aquarius Rising, this is your first house. What people see and the impression that you give. So this is indicating that Saturn in Aquarius can bring that Saturnian energy as some form of timely overhaul to your external self, to the self that you present to the world. Now, looking at these cards, that's really positive. So I'm just going to point some out here. The overall defining energy of the reading is the Two of Cups. So they're bringing things into unity. Now, this is a new thing for you. Whatever this unity is that you are bringing about, it is clarified by the Initiation and the Count de Saint Germain, who, as you may well know, is very much about alchemy, and in more I'm out of focus again, in more New Age terminology, the silver violet flame of transmutation. Things are changing. You are changing. Your relationship between you and the rest of the world is changing, because this is clarified by our friend death. Change. Something, by achieving this unity of something else is passing away, and that's a great thing. There's some wonderful cards here. The light of the world. You have the Age of Light from the Work Your Light Oracle. You've been training for this for lifetimes with the light of the world. So whatever this training is that you've been doing for lifetimes, you are, since this is in your second house, you are showing that training to the world. You are giving it to the world. You are giving it in a healing and loving fashion with the loving woman here. But this this loving woman card, where you are helping others, as seen by the Six of Pentacles here, is something that happens like that when it happens. It's almost, I'm not going to say it's a penny that drops. No, this is something that you know about. This is something that you understand. But you finding this light to give, or finding the opportunities to give this light, is something that has been in poverty beforehand, something that you've not had the opportunity really to bring into being beforehand. But as I say, the lightning bolt, let's see if I can get this camera to focus. The lightning bolt, I mean, is that or is that not a beautiful card? But it really does typify that whole bolt from the blue. But also, I don't feel that, well, I mean, I do feel that it's lightning coming down, because of course lightning comes down, but it's almost like it's been pulled down, it's been summoned down by your actions, where you are embracing the future. And let's be honest, Aquarius, the sign, whether you're here as sun sign Aquarius, moon sign, rising sign, whatever, you're the weird one. You're the slight outsider. You're the slightly off the beaten path, slightly diverged from the norm. But you are either helping young people, or young people are a positive influence around you. But I want to say, I think that the evidence of youth in your life, so if you are a young person, more power to you, but the evidence of youth in your life is what is going to open up a new dream, a dream where you're feeling targeted, a dream where, not that you are being targeted, that you are targeted on something, is so that lightning bolt hits you, and then you go, and I'm going to be a lightning bolt to that. Because you are clearing the way in a form of using your wish fulfillment. This is something, this unity, this coming into being able to express your lifetimes of training in whatever it is a form of wish fulfillment for you. Don't get too carried away by it, because the wish fulfillment that you experience from this is in and of itself only a tool. The moon here is telling me that that is not the end goal. It is a step on the end goal, but it is time to gain the perspective, to access the wisdom that you have within you. So yes, listen to your synchronicities, but more listen to yourself. You don't need the outside world beaming into you. All of these cards, if they're any, other than the loving woman here, they are all mainly you broadcasting out, you living that symbol of frequency and wavelength, which is the symbol of Aquarius. It is now time, you are guided to step forward. To step forward with whatever this new change has brought about. You're being able to bring the devastation of Saturn in Capricorn with whatever it is that you have inside you to bring to the table, is what creates that initiation. It's almost like it's flint and steel. Without either, you cannot make the fire, but with both, boom, you have your lightning bolt. So expect things to change, and then to change really quickly, for you to get empowered really, really quickly, and for the young people that are around you to almost give you faith in your own dream. There's things that you've wanted that are going to come into being, but remember that they are not the end. They are not the be-all and the end-all. Wish fulfillment is but a step on the path. After the 9 of Cups, you have the 10 of Cups. The 10 of Cups isn't here yet. That's what you're working towards. But by accessing your own fountain of wisdom, and there's not even a huge amount of listening to spirit in these cards. It's listening to that knowledge that you have yourself and broadcasting it. But broadcasting it in a way that is gentle, kind, not overbearing, not unreceptive to external influence or external information. You don't need that much external information, but you are able to listen to it or to weather it because you are guarded in, not you are acting guarded, but you are protected and guarded in what it is that you are stepping forward. Do not worry about an unhappy voyage through this, because there isn't one. There's simply going to be problems to solve, and then you think you've got it. And at that moment, when you think you've got it, that's when you suddenly realise, no, hang on a minute, there's another step after this. And then you get the next goal, and then you get the next one, and then the next one. This as you're going to hit every one of those peaks on the Aquarius symbol that it's like, yay, I've got what I wanted. Oh, and so that's next. So, yeah, that's a really positive reading. This Saturn in Aquarius spring break, because remember, Saturn's going back to Capricorn, so set your seeds now for what you're wanting to achieve later. This is a really, really positive reading. But things are going to change, and things are going to change fast. So if this means anything to you, Aquarius, if you're finding that unity is coming around, or that you're seeking that unity at the moment, comment down below, press subscribe while you're there. Also down there in the description is the link to the Facebook group, where you can get slightly more effective notifications of when I release new videos. And also you can talk to me personally if that's what you want to do. So, 2 of Cups. There's good times ahead. Cheers.